range dynamic or ranges forms of draw on liquidity. In our last video in this series, we talked about counter range form of draw on liquidity. In this video, we're talking about the range dynamic or ranges forms of draw on liquidity. The range low gets purged, we go to the range high. This is different than the candle range because candle range is a specific candle, specific time candle, and it's just one candle rather than a range candle where there's a high and a low. A range dynamic is a form drawn liquidity. You guys know there's 5 types of forms of drawn liquidity. First being candle ranges, second being range dynamics, third being equilibrium, fourth being little range high, little range low, fifth being the the higher time key level, which is the IR to ERL. As you guys know, IR to ERL resets, right? You can see it goes up, also, eventually resets, goes to a new pattern, right? Why did you do that? Simply because you don't know about the other 4 forms of drawn liquidity, which is candle ranges, equilibrium, daily range highs, daily range lows, and the higher time key level, which all of you guys use, but you guys don't use the rest of them. Is higher time key level, which is IRL to ERL or ERL to IRL. Can the range dynamics are a form of drawn liquidity? Let's get straight into it. How is a range dynamic a form of drawn liquidity? Simply because right when the market makes a low and a high, you're automatically in a range. As you guys know, how do you say it? When I buy low, sell high, buy low. Right when the market makes a low and a high, you want to sell that. You want to sell once the high is purged, then you want to target the 50% mark, then target the range low. Like I said, if equilibrium is a form of drawn liquidity, as you guys all know, equilibrium of the daily range, equilibrium of the CRT, equilibrium of the range dynamics is a form of drawn liquidity as well. Keep that in mind. When there's a high and a low, you're automatically in the range. As you guys know how to say it, never buy in between the range high, never buy in between the ranges. Only execute once the range high or range low is purged. Simply because inside of the range, people are constantly buying and selling. And you guys know, once the range low gets purged, you have a objective target goal rather than subjective, right? Subjective is a random, right? That's why you guys see traders go for a 2RR and not set a clear target, right? They just go for a 2RR, right? Without, knowing where the liquid level is. You can see them get stopped out, something they work in their favor, right? And sometimes market gains are higher from the 2RR, right? Simply because they're going subjectively, they don't know what the drawn liquidity is. This right over here gives you objectively drawn liquidity. Everything I'm teaching here, the 5-part series, all have a objective target goals. So it's where market will high likely go there, right? Instead of being subjective, where it's random, or you just go for a random 2RR, 3RR, right? So let's get straight into it, right? What's our 4-hour time frame? For my ranges, I find my ranges at the daily, weekly, 4-hour, right? So I usually use a 4-hour to find narrative, and right over here, right? Because if I were to use the weekly time frame, range dynamics, I would need to wait for their weekly. Basically, it's just swing trading, right? I'm not a swing trader. I'm a day trader, right? That's why we use a 4-hour time frame. Market here made a low, here made a high, and as you guys know, range dynamics are subjective, but a target is a objective, right? Range dynamic, right? Right when the market makes a low and a high, we're automatically in a range, right? Do not trade in between. If you were trading between here, you would have faced a lot of wrecks, right? You long this auto block, you boom. You long this provide gap, you wrecked, right? So never trading between the range, only execute once the range high or range low is purged, right? So market made a low and a high. And this range specifically is relative to the market price. Market is right over here, and this range high and range low is relative to the market price. So now, if it's narrative to the market price, you want to wait for the range high or range low to get purged. You don't want to do anything in between. Range low got purged, and a lower time frame, you want to have execution right over here, and your target would simply be the range high, right? Your target would be, in this case, I did not go for the 50% mark, but you could definitely go for the 50% mark. You feel like it, right? But I was more confident in this trade, so I did not go for the 50% mark, right? Range low got purged. Our target, our objective target, which is the range high. Range low got purged. Range high gets purged. How the target over here? How the reference target over here? If you were to hold it to all over here, you're gonna face a loss. Why? Range low got purged. We're going to range high. Market made a low, market made a high. We're automatically in the range. Range low gets purged. Our targets are range high. You can see the ranges are subjective, but the targets are objective, right? So that's that. We can literally go to the higher time frame, right? We're gonna right over here. Market made a low, market made a high. Range low got purged. Where are we going from here on in? The range high, right? You can see market is currently the 50% mark, but it's a hard time frame. So in this case, you will need to swing trade this, but you see, we get to get the meaning of it, right? Go right over here. Let's go to lower time frame here. Let's go to the far time frame one more time. Any more examples for you guys here? It's very simple. How the market make a range is when market makes a high and a low, right? When the market makes a high and a low, you're automatically in the range. Market made a high, bullish bearish candle, market made a low. But we wonder like, oh, it's not relative to the market price. It is. You can see it's range low. It's relative where the market is right now currently. You still got priced. Your target is the 50% mark. Then your target is the range high, right? In this case, you enter the trade all over here. Your target would be automatically the range high all over here, right? So ranges are, as I said, subjective, but the targets are objective, right? Market made high, market made a low. How is a form of drawn liquidity? Because you have a clear objective goal, right? Things that got purchased, short-term drawn, keep in mind, short-term drawn liquidity, long-term drawn liquidity, right? Things that got purchased, your drawn liquidity automatically becomes the 50% mark and the big range high, right? That is right over here, a form of drawn liquidity. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in the next video. These are forms of drawn liquidity. Last video we talked about the candle range form of drawn liquidity. In this video, we talked about the range dynamic form of drawn liquidity. The ranges are subjective, but the target is objective. Thank you for watching. See you guys inside my Discord. Peace out.